Halloween is my favorite holiday. Too bad it's over. I love watching scary movies, but it's not for everyone, especially my mom. Halloween can bring fear to some people if they believe in paranormal activity or demonic entities. Did you know in Calgary there are chilling ghost tales? Does anyone here know of any haunted places in Calgary? Yes, fellow Toastmasters, there are places in Calgary that will frighten the heebie-jeebies out of you. It's time to get scared. The most famous house is the Dean House. It was built in 1906 for a Mountie by the name of Burton Dean. The house is located in Inglewood. Later, it became a boarding house, and there were a number of unusual deaths. One was a man falling down a staircase. There was a female who jumped out of a second-story window of her room. And there was also a man being gunned down on the porch. In 1971, there was a woman who was repeatedly stabbed and strangled to death by her husband, who later committed suicide. Their children were the ones who found their bodies. Many of the servers to have claimed to have heard hysterical laughter or banging footsteps. Some claim that they found or saw an image of a man sitting down in a chair smoking a tobacco pipe in the Dean's study. They also heard spontaneous ringing from an antique phone, although it was not plugged in. One server saw an image of a man whose bottom portion of his limbs were missing. Legend has it there's a blood stain that changes in size. And no matter what happens, and no matter how many times it's been washed, it always reappears. Individuals have also seen children playing in an attic and a tall black chair being moved. I am pretty sure we've all been to Heritage Park at some point. We've either taken our kids, our grandkids, or even visitors from out of town. Many students even go on field trips. Did you know Heritage Park was haunted? There are two most haunted places in Heritage Park. One of them was the Prince House, and there was also the Canmore Opera House. The Canmore Opera House was built in the late 1800s, and it was in Canmore, Alberta. In the late 1800s, there was an accident of the Canmore mine, and approximately 700 miners were killed. As the Opera House could hold the most people, that's where people were getting stored in the morgue for this tragic event. It later became a movie theater, and in the mid-1960s, it was donated and moved to Heritage Park. A number of individuals and staff members saw an old man wandering about in the Opera House. He would sit in the third seat of the third row during rehearsals, dressed in old-fashioned clothing, and just simply watch. After rehearsals, objects have been found repeatedly misplaced. Heritage Park was built over Livingston's farm, and his name was Sam Livingston. And it was his prior farmhouse. It was said that Sam, the ghost, was simply wandering around trying to find his way home, while others claim it was the deceased of the miners. Of course, there are other places in Calgary that are haunted, including the Rose and Crown Pub, the Zoo Bridge, the Rouge restaurant in the old A.E. Cross House, the Devil's Playground, the Hose and Hound Pub, which is also located in Inglewood, the Cat and Fiddle Pub, and of course, the Suitor House. Make sure you all visit them if you want to get scared. So the question remains, is there any truth to these alleged haunted houses? Are there spirits or paranormal activity? Whether or not these stories are fact or fiction is for you to find out. If you do not believe, you may be in denial. I personally think that there are ghosts in Calgary, and this is historic proof that ghosts do exist. I hope you enjoyed my ghost presentation about haunted places or haunted attractions in Calgary. If you don't believe, go to dinner at the Dean House for a stroll, or stroll at Heritage Park at midnight alone, if you dare. And you be the judge if there are ghosts in Calgary or not. Madam Toastmaster.